The Wayzata boys tennis team is having a great season, led by their top singles player, Collin Beduhn. Jay Wilcox profiles Beduhn in this week's CCX Sports Spotlight.
He's pretty hard to miss on the tennis court. Wayzata's 6'7" senior Collin Beduhn puts that frame to good use, with a devastating serve helping him to become one of Minnesota's best players. There are pluses and minuses to being that tall, though.
Yeah, no, it helps with the serve a lot. Being as tall as I am, I can get that leverage over the serve and really kind of snap down, get some power and spin. But it does hurt with some of the ground strokes, being so far away from the ball when you're hitting.
With his serving, 130 miles an hour plus, is the fastest server I've ever seen in Wayzata, and one of the fastest I've seen in 28 years of coaching. So his size helps that, but he also has tremendous technique and tremendous balance.
Everyone I play kind of has a different strategy on how they're going to beat me. Some people, as you said, they kind of rely pretty heavily on the drop shots, which used to bother me a lot, but I've gotten faster over the years, so it doesn't bother me quite as much these days. And the volleys have definitely gotten better, so that helps when people start to drop shot. But yeah, a lot of people try a lot of different things. So
Beduhn is ranked #1 in singles in Class 2A. He wasn't always at the top on the way up, and that may have helped in the long run as he's had to work for it.
I grew up, I was always pretty good, but I was never really as good as I was now, and really just kind of pushed me to work harder and do the little things that some of these other people aren't doing.
Oh, he's definitely a late bloomer. I mean, there's no doubt that he's beating kids in 18s, nationally, compared to where he was in 12s and 14s, where he was definitely one of the better players in our section. But again, he had to have his feet catch up to his body. Always wanted to be great, and definitely saw a transition once he went really from 8th grade to 9th grade.
Collin's not the only Beduhn in the Wayzata lineup. Younger brothers Aaron and Nolan are his siblings and teammates.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. We get the entire family, we get the grandparents out, and then always looking down the line and seeing some Beduhns is always pretty fun. So I played the first few years without any siblings on the team, and now that I got 2, it's pretty fun.
Collin recently beat Edina's Matthew Fullerton in a rematch of the epic state final from last year that Fullerton won. It wasn't a revenge thing. Beduhn and Fullerton are great friends and will be college teammates at Wisconsin.
Everyone thinks we're kind of like competitors all the time, but no, we're close friends. We play tournaments together. We play doubles at national tournaments together, and we pit together almost every day. So playing each other is almost as mental as it is physical, and it's who's going to come out and play their best, and who's not going to get in their own head, and who's going to focus. And I think that's why it's always so fun to compete against someone you know really well.
Beduhn and Fullerton played as close a match as you could have in the AA final, with Fullerton winning 7-6, 6-7, 7-6 with a final set tiebreaker. While it wasn't fun to lose, Collin was not crushed by it.
I was always just happy it was so fun to play and being part of that history of a match. And right after the match, I wasn't even disappointed. It was a 4-hour plus match, and it came down to 7 points. And at the end of the day, he beat me in those 7 points, so I couldn't really complain. It was a great match.
He thanked me as a coach and said, I really enjoyed that match. I wouldn't have been that way in high school, but he is someone that is so mature and kind of understood the moment that he probably played in the greatest state championship tennis match in the history of Minnesota.
Collin Beduhn is hoping to win the singles title this season. He also thinks his team has a good shot.
I think so. I mean, we've been close the past few years, but this is our year. We got the team, we got everything's lining up, and I think this is our year to really show the state what we got and bring home a title.
For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm Jay Wilcox.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.